welcome to our ranch adventures. It is currently way too early on a Saturday morning. Mom's still in bed. Dad and I got a jump start on things. We're gonna go start prepping the field and go do some brush hogging and then get ready to do some planting this afternoon.
This is all in preparation for a food plot for the deer. So let's get to work.
Sounds good. Not that bad.
Oh, that was bad. I hurt my leg, Tommy. What's that? I get it, lady.
See your heel clip. Smooth.
Ain't gotta leave the ground.
We have loaded up the pallet with the deer corn, the seed for the food plot, and the fertilizer. We're hooking up the box blade. We're gonna take that over to the food plot area and use the scarifiers on the box blade to rip up the ground so that we can go ahead and plant.
Well, deer season is just around the corner, so today is deer day. We're prepping the plot here for everything, for the food plot to come in. We've got 13 fertilizer to throw in with a bag of mixed seeds. We got some different greens and foliage in there for them. And then we're also topping off deer feeders. So season is just around the corner, so getting everything ready for it.
Sure is nice having the boys home so that they can do all the hard labor. So they've gone through and done 2 passes, ripping up the ground, and now they're dropping down the tines. Why, Cole?
Grab a little more dirt, throw it up on top so we have a little more for the seed to take into.
So we do know there's better ways to do this and better equipment to use. Like I would love to have a disc and just be able to go through and make 7-8 passes and just turn this over. However, I don't have a disc, so this is the next best thing I have until I can afford one or find one on Marketplace that I can afford to put out here in the arsenal. So that's why we're doing this, but you can really make whatever you have work if you just, little ingenuitiveness. With a little bit of smarts, you can figure out anything you want to do with anything you got.
I think you're looking for ingenuity.
Just might
but...
cost a little more humidity.
A little more humidity, it should be all good.
All right.
And don't be afraid to lock that diff. It pulls through a lot. Oh, you got some good grabs. So this is some top-notch fall wildlife mix. It's got a lot of different things in there. There's some turnip. There's Australian peas. Yep, it's Australian peas, some oats, some barley. Just a good mix for the wildlife down here in East Texas.
Yeah, it's nice because the turnips are a lot bigger seeds, so a lot of those other seeds are filler seeds because it would take a lot of those turnip seeds to cover this whole thing. So the smaller seeds are fillers that help kind of with the growth. You get more foliage in between the turnips and everything. The turnips are going to be the biggest plants of them, but the other ones will come up and make sure you have a nice full food plot. And then we have this super nice fancy spreader here. One day maybe we'll have a spreader for the tractor, but for now, we're doing it this.
It came off a neighbor's curb next to their trash cans, real nice. It was on sale.
Not at Walmart. I.
Yeah, that is gonna suck pushing it though.
That's why you're here. That's why you wanted to be here, right?
Hang off the back.
We thought about that.
We've talked about it. I just don't know how well it'll do.
Go sit up on the front.
Hold on. You're about to...
Ain't nowhere.
Sit on the back.
Sit on the back.
That quality equipment, this is what you get.
You end up with your seed, spreading your seed.
Watch out, boy.
It's gonna be a long, hot afternoon. Keep going. Don't give up. So Cameron is coming up with the idea of taking the wheels off the spreader, use a drill to do the turntable, and then Corey can sit on the back of the four-wheeler and use the drill for the spreader to throw the seed. So
The ground is too soft to really wheel this around since they already
With
tilled
all
it.
the big ruts, it just bouncing and catching and won't.
Why don't you run up to the cabin and grab a drill?
I don't know where a drill would be.
It would be in the container. You can also go to my cabin.
I need more seeds.
So we've got the whole crew working right now, throwing seed, fertilizer. Cole and Brexton are down there dragging a pallet across this so we can cover up that we just dropped. All this is improvised equipment with the pallet, but hey, if it works, right? And it looks like some rain might be moving in, which would be fantastic to help this seed and fertilizer take. So we'll see what happens.
There's gonna be so many stripes in here.
So right now we're just cleaning up the area for some dead trees. A lot of these are either beetle kill or hog kill, but we're just kind of cleaning it up and beautifying this spot. Timber! Good job, Cole.
I think Brexton's telling Pops how to do it.
So we've had really good luck. We planted one food plot yesterday on about a ½ acre, and then it rained, and then we just got finished planting a small food plot, and then it started raining not long after we finished that. So I think luck is on our side for the food plots.
So this is the area that they worked on clearing yesterday to create just a small little food plot. It's near the other corn feeder. So planted some seed yesterday. They're coming back with some fertilizer, and we'll just have a small little food plot.
Putting a little triple 13 fertilizer down on everything. Hopefully that'll help everything take and start to grow real well. I'm not sure that this food plot's going to get enough light to really do anything, but the boys have an archery stand right here, so we're just wanting something to hold the deer a little bit right here, and then the feeder's on over that way a little bit. So we'll see what happens. We are not professionals, and really we don't know what we're doing, so we're just trying things out. Ain't that right, Cole?
Whatever you said, yes.
I like that.
So when we got here this weekend, all of the brush had grown chest tall. So this is what it looked like before, and then they worked to open it up, and this is what it looks like after. And the driveway was the same. It was super tall. So it's nice that it's opened up now.
We did about a half-acre food plot here at this deer stand and feeder. We ripped across. We get a lot of traffic that goes to the feeder, but we also get a lot of through traffic on this end. So the idea was to put the food plot further this way to slow down traffic that's going across. Last year I planted from the feeder back to the stand, and we still had a lot of cross traffic over here that wasn't stopping for the food plot or the feeder. So that's the plan. Hopefully it works out, but we got a lot of rain after we put the fertilizer and the seed down, and it was a nice consistent rain, not a heavy downpour. So hopefully next weekend when we come out here, we have sprouts coming up in the food plot, and before long we have a nice healthy food plot for the animals. Sweet. Excited. If you like this video, please smash that like button and subscribe.
Can he do it? No pressure, no pressure. Oh, look at that.
Well,
A little bit different view of the food plot. It's a good size. Good morning, buddy.
say good morning, Lolly. Hi.
You
I'm sure we can find something.
say good morning?
Still want to put them on trees?
I mean, we can.
We're looking at different tracks that are on the driveway, and Corey found
This here, which is a bobcat track, not a coyote, you can tell because there's no claw indent. Canine, you're gonna always have your claws out, but a feline has the retractable claws. So generally, in its tracks, you're not gonna see claw marks. So that tells me that this is a feline and not a canine track.
He thought a putty cat track.
So here you have deer tracks. You can tell because they're sharp, but you can also tell it's a buck because it has these two indents back here. A doe, you're not gonna have those indents. It is a smaller track, which we have some yearlings out here, so I'm guessing that's one of our yearling bucks right there.
Here's another one. Right?
Yep.
Those are dew print, dew.
Look at you, buddy. All right, so Sean is gonna make us some Dutch oven biscuits this morning. So he is just putting a healthy amount of butter at the bottom of that pan. And then Cole's got the coals going outside. And we're gonna make us some biscuits. Sean did homemade biscuits. Not really. Yummy.
I'll do the rest on the griddle. So we got the Dutch oven filled with biscuits, but there's some remainder of biscuits. And she is the griddle chef, so she's gonna see if she makes a better biscuit on the griddle, or if the Dutch oven makes a better biscuit.
That's not a fair competition.
I could burn these just as easy.
So we'll see who makes the better biscuit.
It's gonna be your dad.
Those shotgun shells smell like skunk.
Where was it?
Under the cheese.
Check that out. This is where we did the throw and grow. Pretty freaking awesome.
A couple of weeks ago, this was just a bunch of dead leaves and tree branches and stuff.
Yeah, that turned out awesome. The other toy I really want is a blade. What do you call those things?
What?
The blades? I want a lane trimmer. I want a big old saw that's vertical, that sits on the edge of the tractor, that you just go down the trail and it cuts it. So that's on my list of things I want to.
What sound does it make again, babe? Yeah.
Not like a cougar in the woods.
I see what you did there. So I call this area 3 trees because it has 3 super big trees that I think a little deck right there, a reading platform would be so nice, but apparently it's not gonna happen because it's right by the hunting lane. So that's a bummer. Cole and Sean are working on the corn feeder because apparently it's getting moisture, so we need to do something to fix that so the corn doesn't get moldy.
That was a lot of corn. So the trail actually leads over to our food plot from the cabin, and we're walking up on the food plot, and it looks like some of our seed is starting to come up, I hope.
This field, the bags that we used were for an acre, but we threw 2 bags. So on this half acre, we should have plenty of seed growing. Looks good. So this grass on this side looks totally different than the new grass coming in. So that leads us to believe that it is the seed that is growing. So positive, yay. I can't, oh, there it is. Look. Fresh deer poops. Little Whopper candy.
Thank you for joining us on our adventure. We're just a real family trying to fulfill a dream, and we appreciate your support. Y'all go have an adventure of your own.
Thanks for watching.